We're in today with an Acer Aspire 6920. This is a 2008 laptop packed with an ATI HD 3650 with 120 shaders, half a gig of VRAM DDR2 running at 600 MHz on the core clock, 500 MHz on the memory clock, 128 bits bus width, running with this Intel Core 2 Duo T5750 with 2 cores and 2 threads. This laptop gives me anxiety because it's like the highest level of nostalgia. For me, this laptop back in the days, in 2008, it was like the best thing ever. I didn't own it, but I did had it from work. It was like the most awesome thing I can manage to have in my hand. And for me, to see it now working and manage to find one really cheap and try and manage to restore it, it's like my pulse on getting sweaty because I managed to see, okay, this is real, it's working now. And yeah, the only thing I want to do is just jump in my old games and trying to find the sweet spot with this, because today I want to focus on the games that I want to play on it, not to test the laptop itself on its power, because it's got a lot of potential, this laptop, to test because of the video card and the CPU. I mean, the CPU itself is not very strong, but it's detachable, so I can swap it maybe in the future. Maybe I can find another CPU. It's a very weird and good topic to have with this, but there's only one game. After that, the rest of the games are something that I would like to have on this. The best thing I can do is just jump in those games and see how this laptop is working, because I have a lot of things that I need to do with this laptop, and yeah, I'm gonna take you for a ride. But do remember, if you're new to the channel, join the club and subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, make sure you hit that like button. Let's jump in. This is by far the most important thing, Fallout 3. I remember playing this game on the laptop, and with that screen, with that 16-inch TFT monitor. I remember having a sticker on the right side saying Cine Crystal TFT 16-inch monitor TFT, and I was like, this is some high-end monitor when it came to laptops, because majority of them, they had 15.4, 15.6 was with LEDs when it came on the market, but majority of them, they had TFT, that is got the inverter in the middle of the screen, and it's running the cables through the frame. And long story short, I freaking love this laptop because it looked and it ran perfectly. Now in this situation with this computer, you can actually see I'm on 1366. This is the generic resolution that I have back in the days. 60 FPS, I got low details, I maxed it out. This is how I was playing. 73% load on the GPU's core, 121 megabytes of VRAM. I mean, the CPU itself doesn't have any problem, so I got the load on the GPU, but I don't have any temperature on the GPU side. It's funny thing, it doesn't show me on MS Afterburner. Maybe I have to find an older version. Maybe if that is the case, then I will definitely love to find the original MS Afterburner for this. I remember keeping this laptop on my legs, you know, sitting in bed and playing with this laptop, and it was very warm and hot with it. It was a kind of interesting experience, but regardless, I'm playing Fallout with this Acer, and it's kind of good, seriously, kind of good experience. I'm not gonna lie, if I want more from this, I'm gonna put in the future other games. I want to see this laptop running with more games. It's got potential, it's got nice performance, this MXM video card. You know, the game, it's kind of fantastic, this one, but I need more games to see on this laptop, because in the future I have other plans with this type of laptops with MXM2. I'll talk about it maybe later in the video, but I'm gonna show you a couple of more things with it, because it's worth it. It's worth it to go back in time with this type of hardware. It's working really nice, there is no problem. You can actually see it's holding, so yeah, I'll take it. Alright, come on. One game that knows how to utilize this computer, this video card, and this laptop, it's Underground. But the only problem I have is that application, that ATI control panel. I have to look into getting it properly installed, because I need that screen to fit properly, you know, like a squarey one. But funny thing is, on this laptop I don't care. It feels good on this laptop like this with 1366, you know, stretch. In some situation it's nice to have a square, to have the black bars. In some situation it's not. So in this case I will keep this here with 1366. Menu music off. Ideal would be to have this game with every single music on, because the music it's like half of the game. Look at this, 1024 with medium quality. Beautiful 80-90 FPS, 98% load on the video card's core, less than 100 megabytes of VRAM utilized. It's possible to actually put even more details. Let's try. Ooh, high details. This is gonna be great. Let's see. With 800 by 600, you can see that the video card is doing okay. You decide 800 by 600 or 1024 with medium quality is better, or 800 by 600 with this. You know, it looks okay. You know, you can actually see the edges is okay, the quality, but sometimes it's good to have more reflection, more quality. It's nearly 60 FPS, it's not bad. The only thing I have to do here is just find an Xbox controller. I know that the Steam is working with the PlayStation controller, but with older Windows you need an Xbox controller to make it work. Nevertheless, I like this idea, I like how it's working, I like the performance this Acer is offering here with this video card. So yeah, very happy to see this laptop up and running, because yeah, it will be my offline go-to entertainment. I want to play Age of Empires with this computer, with this laptop, because apparently it feels very right, you know, to have something like this in your machine. So you can actually see it does the job. This is the only thing that matters. So in this case, let's take a look and see what settings do we have here. Options, game pause, actually 800 by 600, very high quality. There is automated stuff done by the game here. There's high poly models that are not activated, and particle quality on low, texture filter quality on high, and everything on low. So 800 by 600, it's doing the job here. Maybe you can get higher resolution and get lower quality. It will be very advantageous for me in this case, you know, to have a bigger resolution. 1366 maybe with low details is not bad. It just shows me that it's possible, you know, to play the game. But I left it like that, how the game designed it, how the game managed to optimize it. I got maximum load here, less than 100 megabytes of VRAM utilized in this game with this amount of details. On the CPU side, I got like 78 degrees, but it's a laptop and it's got new thermal paste. By the way, it's got MX6 thermal paste in this case. 78 degrees is not that bad. I think this is a good achievement. So I will call this a big win for the video card, because yeah, it does exactly what I want. So 800 by 600, it's okay. This is a dual core CPU, so this is teaching me a very good lesson, because if I'm interested on playing other games that doesn't require quad core CPU, imagine putting a quad core CPU in this, it would be insane. You don't have need for quad core CPU in this case, because you see this dual core with this type of games is doing okay. So 80 degrees, whew. I don't know if I had a fan for laptops, I don't remember, but the idea would be to literally look at it underneath and see how it's really. If not, I will make an extension cable and put it outside. Seriously, it will be so funny to just hang the laptop out of the window then just play the game. Stupid things I'm saying, but yeah, just joking around. Don't take me serious. I want to play this game on this laptop. Can I go into the settings while I'm here? 1024 with anti-aliasing it's off, and high details, terrain and water, and the rest model on high. The game preset is on high. Apparently there is one more that is higher, but yeah, definitely an interesting performance from this laptop. There's no problem on utilizing this computer with this. I love it. 70% load, 1.5 gig of system RAM utilized, 60% load in this case is it's okay.
Roger that, sir. Run away.
Look at it.
Unit sighted.
Look at it.
Unit lost.
Whoa.
Under attack.
Whoa, look at the damn grenades. The CPU doesn't have any problems. The only thing I have a problem is the temperature, 88 degrees on this. But it's a laptop. I need to leave the laptop just a little so you can create a little airflow, seriously. So overall performance from the system it's kind of good. There's no problem on playing the game with this computer. 80% load on the CPU side is good. 1.6 gig of system RAM. Got nearly 200 megabytes of VRAM utilization from this, and it's holding okay. If I'm interested on playing the game with this laptop, I need to put this with a little load, you know, to see how it's performing. If I'm interested on distressing it, I think if I lower the details, it's gonna be much better. But all depends. I got 100 and it says 110 watts consumption, but that is around 90 watts because I got an UPS here in connected, and but it does the job. It does the job really nice, and I like it. This is even better. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So Quake is very dependent on the CPU. Look at it. 100% load on the CPU. I got 1024 here. I think I can go higher on the resolution, but they are not very uniform resolution. Like 2048. Imagine having that screen today. All right, so I'm gonna keep 1024 because it's very uniform with this. I try to max out everything here, and hopefully it's gonna work really nice. Oh, it's running really nice. This one is CPU bound with CPU maximum load. For this dual core CPU, you can see that it's kind of tickling for it. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, yo. Quake apparently doesn't have any problems with the GPU. The only thing it's worth it here. Look at this. Only 1 gig of system RAM utilized. 40 megabytes of VRAM utilized. Look at that. Align yourself all together. You can actually see, I think this game can run on even older laptops. 2 gig on the CPU side. I think I need a better CPU if I'm interested on playing more games with this. In the future, I'm gonna find other alternatives for this. Maybe it's gonna work. 1 kill left with the first gun. Come on! Yes. If we're going in Far Cry with this, it's gonna be very interesting. I managed to do something totally different now. I managed to get 1366, but it's with low quality. You can actually see there is not a lot of details here. I can go lower on the resolution in order to get more details, but there is low MS here, and I appreciate it, you know. Let me see, minimal and average. Do I got it? Yeah, look at that. So I'm gonna see how it's performing. Forgot to put 1%. 80 FPS, 100 megabytes of VRAM utilization, 1.2 gig of system RAM utilized with 60% load on the CPU. The temperature is good on the 70. It's okay.
Keep an eye out for some punk in a red Hawaiian shirt.
A red Hawaiian shirt. A punk in a red Hawaiian shirt. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Did he show it? I did. Even though it's on maximum load, I still think there is a possibility for me to play the game with different type of qualities. If I go on 1024 or 800 by 600, 100% I can put medium details. I got a couple of more games that I want to test on this. I want to test more games. I want to see this machine running with multiple old games. It's kind of good idea to have old laptop like this, which maybe I can find a better CPU. On the MXM2 video cards, maybe I can get different type of GPUs, and we're gonna see if it's possible to get different type of performance. I don't know if it's working. I don't know nothing. It's just experimental, and in the future I'm gonna show you more. Look at this. So yes, at the moment this is great. All right, this is gonna be even better. I'm a big fan of Fallout. I'm a big fan of those Quest games, you know, like Fallout and stuff like that. But Oblivion, it's on another level, you know. So if you're interested on having an offline machine like this with this type of games and operating system and being offline, Oblivion needs to be on it, you know. So this is 1366 with the lowest quality, but I think you can lower the resolution and get more performance out of it. Oblivion with this, it's playable. I think 1366 is too much on this. From here I can put it on a lower resolution. I can get more FPS, more stable. You can actually see it's dropping in the FPS, and sometimes it's not okay. All right, I'm already disconnected. I'm like, can't wait to just save this and just sometimes take the laptop and sit somewhere and just play a little and disconnect from everything. This is what I need. Seriously, this is what I need from this computer to do its job and run all games. Not gonna lie, this is a very exciting time for me because I wanted for a very long time to do this and show you the performance of this. Like I said at the beginning, this is for me a high-end nostalgia trip. It feels like a machine that takes me back in time. You know, back in the days, for me, I mean, back in the days, a laptop, a high-end laptop felt like a status, seriously. It felt like, wow, you got a nice laptop. It's like very expensive compared to the salaries, how much it costs. I was like, do you believe it? 1 year of payment, 1 year of salary on this. High end, seriously, it was unbelievable. I had like minimal wage back in the days I started working, but it felt surreal, you know. It's like every single time I was going with this laptop somewhere, they were like, oh yeah, you got a laptop, you got money. It felt different back in the days because it was very expensive. The second idea that I wanted from this laptop when it came to getting it and restoring it after nostalgia, because that one is like the main and the most important thing, it was about the GPUs that is inside this. You know, so whenever I have a GPU in my hand, I look at it and I want to see left and right how it's performing. You know, I want to see maybe an entry level or a high-end one. And when it comes to a laptop like this, there's a different type of GPUs that is related to this MXM video cards. I have here in a box a couple of them, and I kept this box for a very long time and only tested a couple of them because I didn't have the opportunity. But now, because this one is working and I was afraid I cannot restore this machine because I didn't understand what was the problem. I had problems, I'll show you in the future because it's kind of interesting. It's a very niche. They look like this. They have MXM slot. They got this type of GPU, and I put them in a box. For instance, this is, I think, compatible with this Acer. This is an NVIDIA GPU. This is one of the video cards that I want to test. I have a couple of more. This bracket, it reminds me of a similar laptop, Acer, or no, Acer apparently is utilizing this. Another G96. I got a lot of them like this and I didn't have the opportunity to test them. Another one, G96. I never expected this laptop to work, but until now, look at this, 4 of them already got to test. Other laptops that are similar with this, but they're not working. For instance, which model is? Seriously, this one. I remember having that sticker. I think there's a couple of them that are working with Asus. Asus managed to have MXM2. Dell managed to have MXM. Alienware, HP, no. There's lots of brands that managed to put Fujitsu. I have a video card for Fujitsu. This is, for instance, a video card similar with mine from ATI, like this. See? Red PCB. Next time I'm gonna show you. G86. I don't even know what model the laptop goes, but I remember getting it in a bundle. There's other ones that are more powerful, but they're not for this because MXM3 slot. This is something that I'm excited. I want to see in the future if I can put my hands on something like this, but this is a GeForce Go 6800. Imagine having an Ultra like that in a laptop. You know, a GPU like this. Look at this, MXM1. There's a lot of video cards like this that needs to be tested with laptops like this Acer. So I think there is a high chance that I can put a G96 in this machine because the original laptop that I had 9500 GS with half a gig of VRAM. And maybe I get lucky on finding something like that. And if I can get it to work like that, then I'm going to show you a different type of performance. But today, this is how this video card managed to start. So the moment it managed to start, I said, that's it, you stay here, you're not moving. I like this, seriously, I like this idea of this laptop. One thing that I want to gain from this laptop is a new skill, that is polishing the plastic. I want to see if I can get some scratches off from it. I'm learning. I have a couple of spare panels so I can test on it. There is a paste that you can polish, acrylic compound, you know, that you can polish some plastic. Hopefully it's working, you know. And yeah, this is weird stuff to do with a laptop like this. I'm learning now polishing because I want to see how it's reacting to that compound, and maybe it's working. Maybe in the future I will need the skill, maybe not. Doesn't matter. I want to try it and I want to see if it's getting somewhere with this. Funny thing is, I bought another model, and I didn't know this one is going to work. This one has broken bezel. I need to change the bezel. I learned how to polish it if it's possible, if not to clean it, to make it shiny. I have another model that I want to test the video cards, you know, the box with the video card. Maybe that one is gonna work. And I have another version of this with a bigger screen with 18-inch model, so the same category doesn't have that side touchscreen, but maybe I can restore that one to 18-inch. This one is 16-inch monitor, but imagine 18-inch, even bigger. And I'm just dreaming, you know. But there's a couple of video cards like this that I want to put in those. This is my beginning, and I want to take you back in time with me. So hopefully you're gonna enjoy it. If you enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, come on, join the channel with a subscribe, and you're gonna see more videos like this. If you're interested, of course. If you have any suggestion for this laptop, leave a comment. And as usual, I will see you very soon.